Sunday started in 1970 by Jerome Smith, civil rights activist Jerome Smith. And it was for commemoration and support of the 4 girls that were killed in 1964 in the bombing of the church in Atlanta. And his friend was Tootie Montana. So he had a parade and he asked his friend, Tootie Montana, to come with his Indian gang. And it started like that. And then over time it became more and more Indian. And then it became like an Indian parade. But it started as a support and protest for those girls, 4 girls killed in those bombings. 1970 was the first parade. Jerome Smith. Jerome Smith was one of the guys who sat at the counter at the Woolworths on Canal Street. He's still alive. If you have a chance, you should find Jerome Smith.
Yes, sir. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Right? Yeah. Just understand, like, it's more history than just running to Canada, running to New York, running to, you know what I'm saying? It's more like, what about the hidden, and the fact that they should do it as a secret because of St. Joe's Day, right? That's cool to me too. So all that kind of stuff is like interesting, and that's why we out here, yeah.
Alright, so how did you hear about the event?
Well, we from Chicago, we here to visit, and realizing that it's more to the city than just the French Quarter. I started investigating, and I found out about this, and I'm like, we there. That's it, you know what I'm saying? So that's it. Yeah,
They call me Maine.
There you go. It's with Super Sunday.
We love Super Sunday. It's us. This week is Super Sunday in the 3rd ward. Next week is Super Sunday in the 7th ward. And the week after that, going to be Super Sunday in the across the river, LJ.
How long have you been attending this?
All my life.
All your life?
All my life.
And how old are you?
I'm 69.
60 makes this different from Mardi Gras or any other New Orleans event. What makes it special?
It's always special. Anything going in New Orleans is special. We thank our Lord for our blessing that we get and we do our thing here. We love this.
Do you have any cheers or anybody to like a message that belongs to you or anything like that?
I just want people to be safe. Come here, enjoy yourself, and be safe. Keep your eye on your surroundings. Everything is dangerous here. But this is our thing. This is our 3rd ward.
Baby dog.
This is our 3rd ward. We represent this street. We represent this street. Make them know that.
How has Super Sunday changed over the years?
Well, it don't change that much. It's
Don't
always the same. 3rd ward thing is the 3rd ward thing, and when it's downtown, it's the downtown thing, and when it's in the across the river, it's across the river thing, 16th front.
Have you noticed any like forms of assimilation throughout the years with the parades or anything? Or like in your community?
Like what?
Assimilation, like white people taking over.
I ain't gonna say that. We love each other. We don't care about white folks. White or black, we can all enjoy themselves. That's all it's about. Look at that. That's the baby doll. It's about enjoying yourself. Nobody got no hate out here. No, unless there's some clown that come out and start dumb shit. Other than that, everything is good.
They call me Uncle Clyde. Those baby doll girls just passed by. All of them call me Uncle Clyde. My niece is the queen of the original Wild Chapatoulas Indians. Her mom was the queen, and she was a baby doll girl. She masked till she was 91 years old. Then she passed on, and 3 years later, she passed it to her daughter. Then she called and she said, Uncle Clyde, I need you. But when she said, Uncle Clyde, they need me, they know that means they're in trouble. And all I say is, where at? They say, you better tell him he gonna be here in 15 minutes, which they knew I was. She said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm the queen now, and I had a vision of you being my ambassador. No other Indian tribe has an ambassador. This is about 9 years ago. I said, you got it, baby. I said, what about the suit? She said, no, I want you to dress just like I know my Uncle Clyde. He always dressed sharp. So you come, whatever color I say, you put it on. So I said, yes, I'll do that. Call the color.
Is there anything?
Well, that year, every year the Indians pick a new suit. That's the song. They pick a new suit, or you pick the colors. Her colors this year was royal blue and cream, and this is what you picked. So I just throw this together. Even the shoes.
Does it come from any like inspiration or anything?
Huh?
Does it have any inspiration or are you inspired from
Feel. Spirit of the soul.
Spirit of the soul.
So you feel things. Just
So why do you think the tradition of the Civic is important?
because everybody didn't come here on the slave ship. Y'all start digging at that. They got a lot of the Indians were already here. They're dark skinned, light skinned, all kind of different complexions. They were already here. The Indians up in Natchitoches, up there in North Louisiana, already here thousands of years ago. They got
A celebration of culture. You know, they come out, they tell their stories on their suit. They beat them, they put their work in. You know, it takes about a year just to finish your entire suit.
Inspiration comes from
Your life, it's your story. It tells your story. It tells who you are as a person, how you became that person you are today.
This question is, what is Super Sunday to you? Like, what does it mean to you?
Super Sunday is pretty much it's a family reunion for us. If you're from this area and from the city of New Orleans, period, Super Sunday not only represents the culture in itself, but it represents the Indians. It represents the from the baby dolls to the Mardi Gras Indians to the second line world. So it's a conglomerate of everything. So it's our annual family reunion. So that's what it represents for us.
How long have you been coming?
Since I was a puppy, so I mean, it pretty much, since we can probably pretty much remember, he's a little bit older. I mean, we're probably all median age, so I mean, we've been coming and playing ever since we can remember. So, like I said, not only just from people that you grew up with, people where you started. So, yeah. Chill out.
So what is one thing that you would tell to a tourist about this event, or to your kids, or like a future generation?
Just have fun. It's a big part. If you look at it, got a lot of food vendors. They got a lot of things that's happening historically. There's a lot of culture things that's happening right now. So just be open-minded and have some fun. I mean, it's not all about the glitz and glam. It's all about, man, I haven't seen you this year. I mean, you have tubas walking down the street, from tubas to trampolines, from little kids, man, so that's Indians to grandmothers you haven't seen forever. So it's a little bit of everything, man. It's a big gumbo, man. We love Uptown. This is what we do, man. It's our area. It's our section. Yeah.
What is music that y'all play? Does it vary every year? Is what you're saying?
No, I mean it varies by song. So I mean, like you may hear songs on the radio that may be played by brass bands. So right now, I mean, anywhere from Beyonce to the Beatles has been playing right now with any brass band. So it's pretty much on how you feel. We give it associating pleasure clubs. And they, you know, some from the Lady Buck Jumpers, Men Buck Jumpers, Do Main Street Gang, the list goes on and on. So it's just pretty much on how they feel, but we feed off of what they do.
Does the music keep bringing on the tradition?
How does the music? Well, music, it varies. It varies from bands. Like you hear stuff from like the radio, you hear stuff like from like Louis Armstrong. So the music varies in this city of New Orleans.
How do we pass on this tradition through music?
Well, what I try to do is try to pass it on to my kids that I teach, and also to the younger generation as well. Because I know I won't be playing this forever. So it's time to bring some new faces in. So, because these old faces, I feel like an old head now. It's time for me to move on. Yeah.
Keep on the move, open it up. Keep on the move, open it up. Let me the pretty gang flag that boy. I see that. Here we go.
Can we get your name?
Eric.
So, how long have you been coming to Super Sunday?
Since I was about 3 years old.
Okay, who brought you?
My mom.
What do you think is the importance of this event?
It helps out with the culture. It keeps the culture going.
What's your favorite part about this event?
Huh?
What's your favorite part about this event?
Second liner.
I understand that. So what do you do again?
Huh?
So what do you do again?
I second line.
Second line?
Yeah.
Can you explain kind of the importance of second line and what you do?
It's like a culture thing. It's something you feel in your soul. Not that it's something that you can just pick up. It's something in your soul. It's like a tradition. That's what it is, basically.
So how do you think we keep this going? How do we pass on the tradition?
What you saying?
How do we keep this going? How do we pass on the tradition?
Starting them off young. You gotta start them off young, and then when they get older, they're gonna pass it to the new ones that's coming in behind them.
So if you have kids, like you would pass it off to them. And
Yeah, of course.
raise them as well.
Of course.
That's what it's all about.
So you know I don't care about you. Today is English Day, baby. Out in the wall. Coochie man. I'm the wild man. Yeah, yeah. I'm the